So we're going to look at the descriptive statistics exercise here, and we have, oh no, that's not the wrong one. Let's go down here. There we go, sorry. The marks of a sample of 25 students from a large class in a recent test of a sample mean of 57.2 and a sample standard deviation of 7.3. Now the marks were subsequently adjusted. The marks went up by a factor of 1.1 and then after the fact increase by 8. So what is calculate the sample mean and sample standard deviation of the adjusted mark. So this one's fairly straightforward, should be fairly quick. So in x bar 1, in the first instance is 57.2. So x bar 2 after the adjustment. So what happens here is that it gets increased by 1.1. So 1.1. Essentially, everyone's given another 10%, and then 10%. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. Their marks are increased by 10% of whatever they got, and then they're given an additional 8 marks as well. So the answer to that one is just a bit of calculator work. It works out to be, one sec, just give me a second, 70.92. Okay. 70.92. Now, standard deviation. In the first instance, it was 7.3. Now, what happens in the second instance? Well, the mark gets multiplied by 1.1. Okay. Now, that's relevant. That will be relevant to our new calculation. So, S2. So it's the sort of the scale it up. If you scale the mean up, you have to scale the range up. So it's 1.1. That's supposed to be a 1 there. Let's do that again. 1.1 times 7.3. Now, but sort of adjusting the location of the mean. So if you were sort of put a sort of adjustment on it that applies to everybody, that does not actually apply to the standard deviation. It's the standard deviation is a measure of dispersion, but it doesn't really take into account an adjustment in location. If everybody, an adjustment in the location of the number line of every score, if everybody gets the same one. So essentially, if everybody gets their marks increased by 8, it doesn't change the standard deviation. So essentially, we're not going to add plus 8 or anything like that. We actually have the correct answer there now. All we have to do is multiply it out. So this is 8.03. So 70.92 and 8.03 are the answers.